What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and welcome to another episode of the People's Questions, episode 59. And first off, I'd like to congratulate the winner of last Friday's contest question, which was Mike Stylez, who has now earned his third victory and will now be heading on into the finals on his way for a chance of winning the $50 card. The answer to last Friday's contest, as for who said that quote, was Obi-Wan Kenobi, so that was really good picking that one out. So I will probably be sending you your card sometime later today, because by the time this video is up, I'm probably at the movie, so I'll pick it up on my way home and send it to you. So once again, congratulations and welcome to the finals. And don't worry, there's still time. There's still one spot left, but there's only one person who needs one more victory in order to take that spot. So I suggest the rest of you do whatever you can to try to stop them. And to begin your guys' questions, because I actually got a good number, I will going over Mike Stylez' questions, and he sent me 3. And your first question was, are there any PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 games I would like to see sequels to? I had a list, but I decided to pick my top 2. The first being, I'd like a real sequel to Devil May Cry 2. Now, I know what everybody's thinking, Devil May Cry 2 was terrible. I personally didn't think it was all that bad, but I definitely... Sorry, I keep saying definitely. I don't think the ending of 2 was a proper ending for that version of Dante. Now, due to the complete failure of the new DMC reboot, I think Capcom should realize that just go back to the original Dante and just finish off that story. I'm completely open for a reboot of a franchise as long as you give me a satisfying ending for a character who I really care about. And the second sequel I'd like to see is a sequel to the Transformers game, which was simply titled Transformers, and it followed the storyline with the mini-cons. I really enjoyed the series on television that dealt with the mini-cons. It's a truly great series. I liked the ending. I'd like to see a sequel to that game, although it was pretty self-contained. Your next question was, how many family members support 3TR? I don't think anybody really supports it. I mean, I'd say the closest one, 2, would be my mom, and she tries to help me with it, but she doesn't really understand it, so she doesn't really get to invest into it. And I would say my brother, who was the main motivation for starting it. Now, 3TR was inspired by another YouTuber, who I won't mention, but I think maybe a couple of you know who it was. But he was really the one who motivated me into actually going through with it, but he really doesn't really play a major part. He will definitely in the future, but as of right now, he just gives me comments and little hints of advice. That not really any major support from any family members. Your last question was, who has inspired you the most in my life? Unquestionably my mom and my brother. They're definitely on the same level in terms of people who I actually hold dear to me. My mom really has been through a lot, and what inspires me the most is no matter how bad things tend to get, she doesn't try to give up, although she sometimes may, do things differently the way I would, but, overall, I think she's got a good heart, and she's always said I had a good heart. And with my brother, he really has... He's currently is living the life I always wanted to as a kid, and I try to figure out exactly where I went wrong, but I don't hold that against him. I'm absolutely happy for the lifestyle he is living, and I only hope that one day I can have just even a small portion of success that he has had. The next questions come from Zook Z. Sorry, I can't say your last name. I'm sorry. And you want to know, are there any movies that I would like to see a sequel to? I've had this question asked me multiple times, but I actually have a new answer for that. The first one, obviously, being I'd like to see a sequel to the Escape from movies starring Snake Plissken. They did one for New York, they did one from LA, so I'd like them to do maybe a third one. Maybe it's just Escape from Las Vegas, or Escape from the United States of America, or Escape from Earth, or something like that. I think Kurt Russell would be kind of like a solid Snake type age, because he's a bit older now, so he would definitely bring that presence. And the fact that he is the main inspiration for Solid Snake would definitely give it some serious hype for the theaters. And the second one would be a sequel for Dread 3D. Now, I'm really upset that it didn't do so well in the box office, because that was a really great film. Carl Urban did an amazing job as playing Dredd and staying more traditional to the actual comic book character, better than Sylvester Stallone. And I don't know, maybe if they get some funding, get some support from some fans that really liked it, we could get a sequel to actually delve more into this really well-developed world. And your next question is, will PlayStation 4 have chat parties? It's not exactly, I think it's kind of like chat parties. It's more of like a share button on the PlayStation 4, which allows my friends that are currently online to follow my gameplay, and you know, you can give me advice and hints. So it's actually like a chat while I'm playing games. And another feature they added is that I can actually transfer my game over to someone else who's watching, and so they can actually take control of the game that I'm currently playing if they want to help me out. So I think that's even better than chat parties. And the last 4 questions come from Wolfman4433, and you'd like to know, what are my thoughts on Microsoft's new direction for the Xbox? Well, the new direction pretty much centers around the idea of focusing on everything but gaming. I mean, yeah, gaming's there, but they want to make it your thing to watch TV. They want it to be the thing you do your groceries. They want you to use it for your internet. They want you to use it for your cable, instead of spending more time on what matters the most. This is a game console. Focus on the games. Make more good exclusives. Try to venture outside of your typical shooter cult following that you've been doing for the past, I don't know, almost 10 years now. It's getting a little old, and that's really why I've just never been interested in Xbox. It's focused on one type of gaming, not expanding it. And the fact that they want to make it so the internet is completely essential is a major turnoff for me. The next one is, what do I think of music between the 90s till now? 90s, my personal 2 favorite eras would be 80s and 90s musics. Music really has kind of gone in the gutter today because people are making music for it to be popular for a couple of months. It's not really meant to last, and it doesn't have any meaning. Back in the 90s and 80s, there were songs that were so beautifully, they had story, they had heart, they had soul, and they just don't, they're timeless. You can listen to them today, and it still has meaning. I mean, especially for me. I mean, there's many artists. Michael Jackson in particular, he has a song for any type of mood I'm in. Whether I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm in a very happy mood, I'm kind of in a, you know, limbo funk. He had a song for any of those. Today's artists are focusing on making music for the moment. They don't really care. They probably don't want to listen to it maybe 5 years from now. It's like, oh, that's an old song. That was popular back in the day, but, you know, I don't like singing that anymore because that was good at the time. It's not meant to last. And that's the difference between old school music and today's music. It's only meant to be popular for 5 minutes. It's not meant to last for a lifetime. So it's kind of gone down for me. The next question was, what do I think about the new Final Fantasy coming to the PlayStation 4? We don't know anything about it. I hope to God it is not Final Fantasy 15 or 16 or whatever the hell it is, because as I have stated many times, Versus is going to be the last Final Fantasy game that I will be buying and playing. I'm perfectly content with playing Final Fantasies 1 to 10. I'll even throw in 10 to Crisis Core, Dirge of Cerberus. I'll throw in all those games. 13 will be the last one, simply because of the title, Final Fantasy, my Final Fantasy, Versus 13, which was the automatic death of the franchise for me, being the absolute worst video game I will ever play in my life. So, all I care about is, when do I get my hands on Versus? If you want to put it to PlayStation 4, make a PlayStation 3 version, because that's when I'm getting. That's when it was announced, that's what system it was made for, that's when I want to play it. And your last question was, did I ever get to try Hellsing Magnus series or the book? No, unfortunately, I was not able to get a hold and look into it. I promise you that sometime in the next video I will be able to talk about it more. Things have been kind of hectic here, but from what I've heard, it sounds like it's a pretty interesting manga. I just need to find it and actually have enough time to actually delve into the actual story, and then I can give you a well thought out review of the manga in general. And with that, that is all the contest questions that you guys, not contest questions, the questions that you guys sent me this Friday. So I'd like to thank the 3 of you. And to keep it simple, I know I said I wasn't going to do one of these for a while, but I think we're nearing the end of the contest questions for a bit, actually a while now. So I'm going to go back to an old school, difficult type of question, and I simply want you guys to guess who is this video game character? Now, if you guys aren't aware of the rules, there are 3 clues in the descriptions down below. If you think you know what the character is, please comment it in the comments down below or send it to me in a personal message. And if you get it right, then you will have your choice of either an Xbox or PlayStation gift card. And if you manage to get 3 of these, you'll be entered into the finals and be that one step closer to getting the $50 cards and going to the Ultimate Championship contest. And if you like this video, please like, comment down below, and please subscribe. Keep track of me, my future movie and video game reviews and episodes of the People's Questions every Friday. And like always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.